Well, you made it over to part 2. I'm guessing that means you got part 1 down. So, in this section we're going to check out the chorus, the bridge and the solo. So let's just get cracking straight into it. Jedi, left hand please, sir. Okay, so here we are for the chorus. Now, the chords in the chorus start with a G bar chord. If you're not sure of your bar chords, you need to have a look on my website under basic bar chords. It'll teach you all of the shapes. So we got G, D, up to B minor, to that funny C major 7th with the thumb over. And it does that twice. So the important thing again here is this, getting the strumming right. So I'm going to move my hand in over here. I might have to move it back for the B minor, but I'll see what I can do. Here we go. So for the chorus it's going to be down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Oops, I'll get the chords right in a sec. Sorry, it's difficult because of my right hand here. Down, up, down, up, down, down. Last time, that the ending I told you about with the, they're both down strums, so we'd end up having again. Okay, so here we are for the bridge of Can't Stop. Now this is really interesting. It's quite a reggae feel. Now normally reggae would play a down, an up strum on the offbeats, and on this case it's doing a down strum. So we end up with this pattern like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now if I just move my right hand into shot, so we have this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and in between I'm using the outside of my palm here to touch the strings, so we get 1 and 2 and. At the same time I'm lifting the chord, so the chord should stop anyway, but touching with my palm just guarantees that it'll stop. Now the chord voicings here, this is an E minor, this is 7, 8, 9, 9, and it does that 4 times, so you get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now it moves to D. Now most of the time I play this D chord like this with a 3rd finger bar covering the 3 notes at the 7th fret and the 1st finger playing the note at the 5th fret. But that requires that your 3rd finger can lift up enough to get the note, which mine does. Now not everyone's 3rd finger will do that, so if your finger doesn't, you probably want to try playing it like that, which I think is the way Frisky Auntie plays it anyway. I just find that way a little bit more comfortable, so you might want to play it like this. So 5th fret, 7th, 7th, 7th. It's a D chord. So we do that 3 times, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. At this point we move to a B minor, which is barring, 1st finger barring the thinnest 3 strings at the 7th fret, 3rd finger reaching over to the 9th fret. Just for 1 pick on that, that's a B minor chord. Then it moves to another B minor chord down at the 2nd fret. Frets 2, 3, 4, 4. Of which it does 2 strums, then back to D for 1 strum, back to B minor for 1 strum, and then back to C for 3 strums, which is the same as the D but just down 3 frets. Then there's 1 more D that joins it back up, joins the cycle round. So I'll just play you that whole sequence nice and slow. The chords are a little complicated, so you might want to rewind that bit and check it again. Here we go. E minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and So the trick with that is trying to get those chord voicings happening fast enough. I'll just play it for you one time at in kind of normal speed. 1, 2. You can see there, sometimes I'm using that way of playing a D and a C chord, sometimes I'm using the 3 fingers version. It's really up to you to choose which one you want to do. Okay, take that bit nice and slowly, get it right. When you've got it right, you're ready to rock out with the solo. Let's go. Okay, so for the solo of this, he's cranked on the distortion pedal. It's not a particularly hard solo, but it does have a double tone bend in it, which I'll just run through with you really quickly. So it starts, I'll just play it once through first for you so you can hear what it sounds like. It's this. And then he goes back into playing the main riff. So the first one is just a normal tone bend. So he's hitting it the same note that's found 2 frets higher. Then brings it back down to the first finger. Hopefully you can recognise these 2 dots here as being the 12th fret. Then he does the same big bend, but then he does a tone, a 2-tone bend, so that's 1 tone. Now we're going 2 tones, so it would be the note that's on the 19th fret. It's a pretty massive bend, I can feel it on my fingertips already. So the second part is straight back down to the 15th, then a normal tone. One more time. Okay, I hope you had fun doing that Can't Stop by the Chili Peppers. Really awesome tune. After that solo finishes, it just goes back into the main riff a couple of times, continues, the rest of the band drops out, the riff continues, then the riff drops out, and Anthony continues with his most excellent and very interesting lyrics. I hope you had fun with that tune. It's a cracker. Just remember to get your right hand doing the right style of picking. That's pretty important. Okay, have a good one. See you for another lesson soon. Take care.